An experience that I had yesterday when I was at the gym, I showered and I was getting ready for the day. And all of a sudden this trainer that I've seen there for years comes in like, hey, are you competing? Like, do you do like bodybuilding shows or anything like that? And I'm like, no, why? And he's like, well, you look really lean. You look really good. You should. That made me feel good. I don't compete or do anything like that. I am into fitness and have been for a long time. But the compliment made me feel good, right? I got a little bit of a rush and it lifted me up. Once he gave me that compliment, he started saying like things like, oh, well, if you do compete or if you decide to compete, what are you doing for diet? What are you doing for a posing coach? And the conversation kind of started going like that and became very evident to me that he was trying to sell me. You guys ever had that? Someone gives you a compliment and it becomes very evident. And again, I'm not bashing on sales because in my career, I come from sales. I get it. Right? You got to do what you got to do. Once it became evident that he was trying to sell me, the compliment was not sincere, right? That feeling went away very quickly. And so I wanted to highlight that about giving genuine compliments to people and not just saying things. Sometimes we even say compliments, maybe we're not trying to sell something, but a lot of times, sometimes when we're talking, we give compliments to people just to keep the conversation going. And I'm not guilt-free. I do that as well. Sometimes we feel obligated to do that. And those of you that are familiar with the law of reciprocity, law of reciprocity basically states like, you do something for me, I feel obligated to do something for you. So there's times, right, when people give us compliments and then we say, oh, no, thank you, I appreciate it. But what about you, right? You do this and you do that way better than I do. What I'm trying to get at is give genuine compliments, lifting people up. And you don't just say things because you feel obligated to say them. Genuine compliments are a small but effective way of elevating someone. Going back to the interaction I had with this trainer, when he gave me that compliment, I did feel very, very good at first. And it went away. But I was actually having a hard time focusing on some things that I was working on, and it lifted me up. Be genuine in compliments that you give. You just don't know how that's going to affect somebody. And then be gracious receiving compliments. I say that is because this is something that my wife constantly reminds me that I don't do well. Again, I'm not perfect at it. Times when we get a compliment from someone, we say, no, what about you though? You're better than I am. You do this really well. You do this really well. And not only am I giving an ingenuine compliment, but I'm just not being gracious in receiving a compliment somebody may have genuinely tried to give to me. Why that's so important is when you are gracious to receive, I believe that we attract more of those things as well. Not to say what's in it for me kind of thing, but it creates more of an energy in your life. You're able to attract people that want to give to you. And I've seen that in my life as I start to try to adopt that mentality every day. So again, just highlighting those two things. Be genuine in your compliments. Lift somebody else. And don't just say it because you feel obligated to say it. Genuinely find things to compliment. And they can be small and simple things. My channel and really what I'm about is about spreading positivity, right? Adding value to those that'll multiply it. And then next, be gracious in receiving compliments from others. And you'll be surprised how that attracts more of that giving in your life.